2-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. The NFC with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Now, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through this time in the Pro Bowl.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. Jonathan Taylor, and touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, 67 yards. And the AFC able to cut it to within a score. The PAT good. It will draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here now the NFC. Offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, it's Wallace. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On first down, Wallace. And he sneaks his way forward. Couple here, second down. Throwing, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, NFC. A big play there. 56 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Coup for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Back out is the AFC offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try option left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 31, Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Jones. Allen's got it complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
Those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The AFC going to get the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Powell will get that complete to Albert O. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The NFC offense heads out to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got this complete to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Second down, here's an option right. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The AFC punt team out there now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The NFC offense heading back onto the field as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Jones on third down, trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in, complete, touchdown. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
The NFC going to line up and go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. The AFC set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jamal Chase, 48 yards. closer. Tucker with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
A quick throw there out to Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd down throw for Howell. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this up to midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Not
a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
That eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 52 yards. And the AFC able to cut into the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They go option right on second and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Powell, third and goal. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Drake London from 6 yards away. And the AFC is within a two-point conversion of tying this football game. Powell throwing for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run on first down. Gay. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Michael O.J. Mudio with the tackle. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gay. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jones looking around. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a give right side. Gay, he juked him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle they go. Gay. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
On second down now. Gay. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Jones to throw. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.